I still remember the day when I saw the Continental GT for the first time. I think it was around 2015. Oh my god, that bike looked incredible. Back then, as I remember it, Continental GT cost around 2,80,000. At that time itself, it was a huge money. So at the time, it wasn't just a motorcycle, it was a dream. And at the time, it was rare, and every time I saw that on the road, I used to stop and stare at. I genuinely thought that day I should own one. But something strange happened. As the years passed, I started seeing more and more of them on the road, and it was not rare anymore. The exclusivity slowly disappeared. The excitement once I felt started fading. Not because the bike became bad or it lost its look. I just grew up. I started riding more motorcycle. I spent more time on Indian roads. I experienced traffic, maintenance costs, long rides, fuel expenses, reliability, and ownership realities. And slowly I asked myself one question. Do we really need anything more than 350cc on Indian roads? Now, before anyone gets angry, this is not a hate video on 650 motorcycles. In fact, I completely understand why people love them. The sound, the power, the torque, the highway experience, the presence. I get it. But these are my personal thoughts when I experienced a 650cc on Indian roads. The first thing is traffic. Let's be honest. Most of us don't live on Indian highways. We live in Indian cities. And city means traffic. A lot of traffic. Imagine sitting in bumper to bumper traffic for 15 or 25 minutes with 650cc motorcycle underneath you. The torque feels exclusive when you're barely moving. The weight becomes noticeable every single time you need to balance the bike at low speeds. The heat starts roasting your legs. The clutch starts feeling heavier. And instead of enjoying the motorcycle, you're just trying to survive the traffic. People often talk about how amazing these are on highways, and they are, but here's the reality. In many cities, reaching highway itself takes 1 hour or more than that. You spend so much time on dealing the traffic. For me personally, a 350 motorcycle feels like a sweet spot. It has enough power to make you happy, enough torque to overtake comfortably, enough speed for highways, and at the same time, it is lighter, easier to manage, more mileage, less intimidating in traffic, runs cooler, and feels more practical on daily basis. And before someone says 350cc is boring, excitement is subjective. For me, cruising at 70 to 80 kilometers per hour on my Meteor 350 feels incredible. That is just heaven. It feels peaceful, enjoyable, safe, exciting. The second thing is maintenance. This is my friend's Continental GT. I asked him about the service cost, fuel cost, maintenance costs, and general ownership expenses. Honestly, I just got tired listening to it. Again, this doesn't mean it is a bad motorcycle, but motorcycles are not just purchased once. You have to maintain them for years. And if you are an average earning person, there might come a day when a repair bill arrives, you'll just sit and stare at it. A motorcycle should make you excited to ride, not stressed every time you get a bill. If owning a bike constantly feels like a pressure, that freedom slowly turns into a burden. Eventually, that dream and freedom can start turning into a burden. Riding skills. This is something genuinely concerns me. I'm seeing people buy 650cc motorcycles as a beginner, as their first bike. And personally, I think that is a huge mistake. Not because they are incapable, but because they are inexperienced. There is a huge difference between watching motorcycles on a video and riding them in real life. A fraction of a second is also matters on a bike. One bad throttle, one panic input, one careless overtake, one moment of overconfidence. That's all it takes. Power is definitely fun, but only when it's matched with skill. I genuinely believe riders should start slow, start smaller, learn braking, learn cornering, learn road awareness, learn throttle control, build experience, build confidence, and then move up. There is no shame in upgrading slowly. In fact, I think it creates better riders. Wear proper riding gear, ride responsibly, respect the machine, power inflation. And I think social media is making this problem worse. Somewhere along the way, people started attaching self-worth to engine capacity. Suddenly, if someone rides a small motorcycle, they treat it as if they have achieved less. If someone rides a bigger motorcycle, they are treated as they have achieved more. And that's ridiculous. The reason to buy a motorcycle should never be because of what your friends think, or what social media thinks, or what stranger thinks. Maybe you genuinely enjoy riding a smaller motorcycle. Maybe it suits your budget. Maybe it suits your riding style. Maybe it suits your skills. But because everyone's around you upgrading, you start feeling pressure, you start comparing, and comparison is dangerous because it can push you towards buying that actually doesn't matter for you, that actually doesn't make any sense for you. Social media has completely changed the perception of power. I remember a time when 90cc motorcycles were everywhere. 150cc motorcycle felt quick and 250cc motorcycles felt seriously powerful. Today, because of social media, people casually talk about 600cc, 800cc and 1000cc motorcycles as if they are normal beginner bikes. People watch reels and YouTube videos and slowly become disconnected with the reality. They start thinking they can handle everything, but excitement and control are not same. Control comes from experience. Control comes from understanding the situations. It comes from making mistakes on smaller motorcycles and learning. If someone suddenly receives a lot of power and don't know how to manage, there is a very real chance they misuse it. Not because they are stupid, but just because they are not experienced. Bike don't care about your followers, don't care about your ego. They only care about your skills. So where does all this leave me? I still think it is a beautiful motorcycle. I still get why people dream about it. I am seeing motorcycles differently now compared to how I used to see in 2015. At that time, I used to chase motorcycles, but now I chase happiness, freedom, practicality, and lot more. More power doesn't automatically mean more freedom. It doesn't automatically mean you are a great rider. Sometimes the best motorcycles are not the most powerful ones. It is the one that matches your reality. It is the one that makes you happy. It doesn't matter whether it's a 350cc, 150cc, 250cc. It doesn't make any sense. And if you ask me, do we really need 650cc in India on Indian roads? My answer would be simple. Some absolutely do, but most of them probably not. Just make sure the bike you're buying is your dream, not someone else's dream. Stay grounded in life and on the bike. See you in the next video. Have a great and safe ride.